Hey, I'm back here again. Got a few news articles I'd like to pass on to you. As you know, or probably don't know, we ice storm heading up the Midwest and Central Texas, and for Wednesday. And there's been more than 1,000 flights have already been canceled uh, for Wednesday. And just little tips, because I'm an experienced driver. When you're in parts of our country where the temperature is bordering 28 to 30, your snow is slushy, and it takes a lot more distance to get your vehicle stopped, whether you're driving a car or a truck or what have you. And it's easier to skid out, so keep the speed down. We don't need any more people getting hurt and so many unnecessary deaths in America. It pains me a little bit. And hey, here's something about politics. I used to be a president of Young Republicans. I was a young guy in Frederick, Maryland. I think we had 10 people in our club. We went for quality, not quality, but Republican Nikki Haley, South Carolina, is set to announce to run for the presidency. And I find that encouraging. She was a great governor. And I think um, we should start selecting our presidents now from governors in states that is ran intelligently and efficiently. We don't need governors in liberal states that can't manage their budget and want to beat up on the police. Uh, I am a Trump supporter. I told you I'm an honest cowboy, and I'm main that. One of the reasons I like it, the more that gets in, the easier it is for the better known candidate to win. Case in history, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, which was one of my favorite presidents. So you didn't know I like Democrats too, did you? But uh, he was the only president to ever be elected 4 consecutive terms. He died in the fourth term, and President Harry Truman took over, who was a magnificent and a wonderful and a totally honest politician, president, and a great human being. But when people would come into FDR's office and say, I'm thinking about running for president, he would say, great, you would make an excellent president. And he encouraged people to run. Of course, knowing him, the more that got in the office, the better chances he had to secure the nomination. I think in one of them, he was actually didn't run, he was drafted. Okay, now here's one. FBI is searching Biden's vacation home in Delaware. And I wonder, I guess they didn't bring out the FBI with machine guns and helicopters and things. And I don't know whether Biden has any information that's going to put our country in jeopardy. I'm like most people. I don't like this. I don't like his connection, his son traveling around. And in fact, I'm not picking up on his son today. I think anybody has classified documents in their house or office or garage. People who have a drug addiction problem should not be around that. Well, here we go again. Speaking of politics, Manhattan prosecutors will begin presentation of Trump's case to a grand jury. That's a little bit concerning to me. The old adage goes that you can indict a ham sandwich with a grand jury. And of course, it's going to be in a liberal state. Um, I would have thought by now the statute of limitation would have kicked in. I think if you have an investigation going, the statute of limitation does not um, cut it off. I'm not sure about that. Maybe someone else could chime in on that. But in the interest of fair play, we've never had anyone who has been hounded like the former president, Donald Trump. And I believe it's nothing but politics. They don't want him to run. Why don't they want him to run? I mean, if he has a bad message, the American people will not vote for it. I mean, you know, these politicians, they're not the boss. You and me are. So we can make up our own minds. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, Musk will meet with officials at the White House, discuss how to advance the EV electrical vehicles out. They don't instill a lot of confidence in me. I'll give them a free lesson on how to get it going, and I won't even charge them, but I won't turn down any donations. I can tell you that. Our economy is the way you sell more electric vehicles. We need to get back on fossil fuel. We need to get the economy roaring. People right now don't have enough money to buy a used car for under $5,000. Now we expect them to buy a $70,000 electric vehicle because what are we going to do? Give frequent flyer mileage or something? Get the economy rolling. Let the marketplace do its thing. Um, I've only talked to 3 or 4 people who have electric vehicles. One bought one used, and everyone liked it. So it's a fun car to drive, and that's the secret. It needs to be fun. If you're going to make a car that's it needs to be reliable and fun to drive. If you can make the electric car and the only redeeming quality it has is it's going to protect the environment, well, you're not going very far with that sales pitch. And now China says shipments of smartphones in 2022 fell to the lowest in decades. Well, again, this might be a little bit news spin. Maybe it's fallen lower decades because they last longer. I got to tell you, when it comes to me, I don't get a phone until it don't work anymore. I don't get a car until it don't work. I don't buy new clothes until the holes get too big in them. Well, this is all news I have right now. I did spend a lot of time looking. I should have got out a little bit earlier this morning. And please come back, and I'll leave you with a cowboyron quote, something I've learned in life. Get your pencil out. When you know you don't know, you're starting to know you do know. Happy trails.